On behalf of the team at South Melbourne Toyota, congratulations on the purchase of your brand new Toyota Corolla. South Melbourne Toyota is located on the corner of Montague and Normanby Roads in South Melbourne. We do have a fully equipped service centre at the rear of the building, so if you do decide to come down from Mildura to Melbourne for any servicing needs or anything else, feel free to let us know so we can help out. Drum roll, please. Once again, thanks Fiona for purchasing through South Melbourne Toyota. We do appreciate the business and we hope that you have many happy years of motoring to come in your brand new Corolla. Now sit back with the popcorn in hand and we hope you enjoy the feature presentation you're about to watch. We're going to do a walk around of the Toyota Corolla of the features and benefits, some little tricks, hints and helpful little tips that we've put together for you. Now you do receive two sets of keys with your car. Both have a flip out key. The top button is to lock the car, the bottom button is to unlock the car. If the battery was to fail, you can still use the key in the handle to open the car and also start the car. You'll notice that when you press the top button to lock the car, it will flash once, and on the unlock, twice. Opening the boot, you'll find basically the parcel shelf, parcel tray. To get to the spare tyre and jack, you just have a little button, press down the button, lift up the hook feature, and that'll hook into the parcel shelf. Now we'd like you to meet the tool team. This is Jack, his best mate Rod, both typically found hanging out with Axel and Ringo. Yes, that's right, brace yourself for the bad one-liners. Now just keep in mind, if you can't get into your car, this isn't for the wheels. Ah yes, Ringo's here in need of a tow. Now the rear headrests are all adjustable, little clip on the left hand side or right hand side if you're on the other side of the car, simply to lower the headrests. All headrests work the same. The clips on the top of the actual seating there, just pushing towards the driver to lower the seats. We have two areas where the hands can go on the right and left to pull down the rear hatch. This also helps eliminating the possible chance of touching the rear camera, which is located underneath the back badge. On the inside of the doors you can manually lock from inside. Another great feature is the electric windows have automatic up and down. Child lock point on both of the rear doors in the event that you need to lock the doors from the inside. We run a Dunlop tyre, which is a 205 55 16. The tyre placard is found on the driver's side inner B pillar. Fuel cap, the release is on the driver's floor. And a handy hint of the fuel cap is that the side of where the fuel is located is on the passenger side. You can see by the little arrow. Ethanol fuel is suitable, however the recommended fuel for the Corolla is a minimum 91 octane. Nice little handy holder when you do go and fill up. Just place your little cap in there, holds it so it doesn't bang on the car, and when you are tightening up, I normally just tighten up. It'll get tight and then just until you hear a click or two. Once you lock or push closed, the fuel cap is locked. The bonnet, you have the clip again on the driver's side. Now no one can ever find where the actual handles are for these things, almost impossible. So with the Corolla, quite simply go to the centre of the badge, two fingers normally where the centre is, and straight up to release. You'll find it nice and easy every time. Handle for the bonnet is just located at the top, and it's a little clip. Don't have to use any force, don't pull down on it in any way, just finger in, clip it out, and you'll see the little arrow on the left hand side. Level and reservoir, notice the checkpoints, weekly checkpoints, and the washer fluid level as well. So the reservoir just has a little clip open, clip back on, nice and easy. There are two fuse and relay boxes. The one on the left hand side is just for spares that you may wish to hold in the actual car for any reason. Master brake fluid cylinder is just located to the rear, and you'll notice the maximum point. So just checking these, as I said, as a weekly checkpoint. The engine oil cap, if you do wish to add engine oil, and engine oil dipstick to check your oil levels. On the right hand side of the engine bay, you have your battery, and just a clip off, pull up nice and easy with all of these. And left hand side is positive, right hand side is negative of the battery terminals. And anything that just clips off is all nice and easy. You don't have to use any force or pressure. ABS module is located behind the battery. You note there that just the little clips up for the fuse box on the right hand side of the car. You just take off the little cover, and all the fuses are located underneath. Nice and easy, nice and neat. Once again, just clip it back on. No force required, and you'll hear a little click when they are locked into position. So that's the 2-litre engine of the Toyota Corolla and the weekly checkpoints underneath the engine bay. Once I clip in the bonnet holder to the top one on closing, I always get it to a point of no return and let the actual bonnet go. But the reason I do it that way is so that I'm not using hands or keys in my hands, rings on your fingers onto the actual bonnet itself, and trying to avoid any form of damage that way to your new car. From the front of the car and the windscreen, what you'll notice is where the monocular camera is found. Just a little disclaimer that the monocular camera does not, I repeat, does not detect alien invasion or prevent people from making waves in the background. What do I mean by this? Waves. Waves. Yes, those waves, however, were detected as non-intrusive bleep, or also known as Pip. There she is. Spelled backwards, of course. Bye. Congratulations from Pip too. Even if she is a shy one and didn't want to be in the full video. Your rear parcel shelf, nice and easy clips just on and off, so that will hold the parcel shelf up. If you lifting up the bonnet, you can unclip that as well and remove the parcel shelf in full when you put down the seats, etc., to give you the maximum space and area. The shark fin, as I call it, this is the aerial antenna for the actual radio. Okay. The rear folding seats, once placed up, you'll notice the clips on the bottom of the seats. These are the ISOFIX clips. Finger in, pulling out. Again, no force required, and they are the exact points where the child safety restraint fitting points are. Fold down center drink holder and map holder or book holder or any form of just holding stuff in the back of your seats. Tune to 87.6 FM.
Tune into 87.6 FM.
Directional pad on the left hand side of the steering wheel allows you to scroll through the multi-information display on the right hand side. It's a nice colour screen, very easy to see, very visual, gives gives you all the information you need all in one hit. You have the ability to scroll through the screen by using the right hand for 3 o'clock position. And that takes you through the modes. The good thing is you can actually adjust all of the safety features, sensitivity levels, and get a good feel for how you and the car can utilise these features to the best of your ability.
Lane Departure Alert with Steering Assist uses a monocular camera to scan the road ahead and to identify painted lane markings. The system is also able to identify unfinished road edges or curbs. If the driver unintentionally deviates from their lane, an audible warning will sound and a visual warning will appear on the instrument display. The vehicle may also provide some additional steering assistance for a short period to help keep your vehicle in its lane.
So the Corolla has lane departure mode and also lane trace assist. Lane trace assist is the newest feature for the Corolla and also for Toyota. Plus you have road sign detection. I'll do a demonstration now of the feature inclusive of the dynamic radar and cruise control. So if we're driving along, we've got all speed cruise. So we can set our cruise, we can track the car in front. I'll set the speed to 60. Now, along with tracking and keeping the distance between you and the car in front, the actual car has a trace mode and it can trace the lanes that you're driving in, so no hands.
This is a great safety feature when travelling on highways, especially over long distances. But remember, the driver must keep their hands on the steering wheel at all times.
Now, this is a driver aid, and as you'll see here, I'm actually not braking either. No hands, not braking.
But remember, the driver must keep their hands on the steering wheel at all times.
So, I'm going to take you onto a bit of a more of a freeway style drive and display this feature.
In addition to providing steering assistance, the system monitors the road ahead using a millimetre wave radar located behind the vehicle's badge. It will adjust the cruising speed and brake if necessary in order to maintain a safe distance to the vehicle ahead. When the automatic high beam system is enabled, a monocular camera detects the headlights of oncoming vehicles and taillights of preceding vehicles and automatically switches to low beams so as not to dazzle other drivers. Once the system senses the oncoming vehicle has passed, it will automatically revert back to high beams. Pre-collision safety system can help to mitigate or avoid a potential collision in certain situations. The system uses a monocular camera to help detect other vehicles in front of you. If the system determines that a frontal collision is likely, it prompts the driver to take action using audio and visual alerts. If you don't brake in time, the system may apply the brakes automatically to help avoid or help reduce the impact of a collision. The system is also designed to be able to detect pedestrians and cyclists in 3 situations: pedestrian detection during the day, pedestrian detection during the night, and cyclists during the day. It's important to remember that the system is designed primarily to reduce the severity of a collision, and that there are no guarantees the vehicles will detect hazards and stop in all conditions and situations. The driver is still responsible for their own safety. Road Sign Assist recognises certain speed signs ahead of the vehicle. Unlike some systems that use navigation map data to display speed limits, Road Sign Assist is designed to detect speed signs in front of you as you're travelling and display them on the multi-information display. If you happen to be driving over a recognised speed limit, an audible and visual warning will be displayed, reminding you to slow down.
Directional pad on the left-hand side of the steering wheel allows you to scroll through the multi-information display on the right-hand side. It's a nice colour screen, very easy to see, very visual, gives you all the information that you need all in one hit. You have the ability to scroll through the screen by using the right hand or 3 o'clock position. That takes you through the modes. The good thing is you can actually adjust all of the safety features, sensitivity levels, and get a good feel for how you and the car can utilise these features to the best of your ability.